What's good? It's your boy Lo, and I am excited to launch this new and amazing platform, Creatives and Coffee. That's right, I told y'all it was coming, and now I'm going to bring some of my most creative people that I've brought into the realm of production and bring them to you now. So my guest today is, introduce yourself.
I'm Janel Forte. Currently, I'm the weekend anchor and Jackson County Bureau Chief at WLOX News, but not for long.
That's what's up. Now, let's dive right into it. You know, anybody that knows me know I like having conversations, real stories, getting to know people for who they are. So give me a little bit of your background. Where'd you go to school? Where you from?
I'm originally from Chicago, but I went to high school in Dallas, Fort Worth. I was an athlete, volleyball. Ended up going to Cornell for undergrad, where I played volleyball.
Okay.
Thought I was going to be a lawyer. I wanted to work for the FCC. That was my end-all, be-all. And then I kind of got mixed into a crowd of people who were really interested in media. And some upperclassmen, my freshman year, were starting this organization. It was called KHOU, Cornell University Black Entertainment. They're like, yo, Janel, we want you to be our host. I was like, okay, whatever, let's do it. So I did that all 4 years I was there. But my junior year, Cornell does like an externship program where they pair you with an alum from Cornell in different fields. So I'm looking for lawyers, and my friends were like, no, Janel, you needed to find somebody in media. And I was like, no, I'm gonna be a lawyer. They're like, no, do the media thing. So I did. Ended up pairing with the local editor at the Virginia Pilot newspaper in Virginia Beach. Went there, loved the aspect of the newsroom, but realized that newspapers were dying.
Yeah.
So got back to school. My friends were like, so how'd you like it? I was like, well, the newsroom was cool, but they don't make no money, so I'm gonna be a lawyer. And they were like, no, try TV. And I had never done anything TV ever. I didn't know, what a package was, anything like that. But I listened to my friends. They're like, you can just do an internship. If it doesn't work out, you'll be a lawyer. You work at the FCC.
Yeah.
Applied to 50 million internships, got denied from 50 million internships, and somehow landed one with the Fox owned and operating station in Dallas, Fort Worth. So kind of took off from there. Came back my senior year, quit volleyball, got involved with the local TV station up there, ended up anchoring and reporting my senior year in college, realized I still needed some technical training. So went to Northwestern University, Medill School of Journalism, got my master's there, and somehow winded up down here.
So with you went to school, you interned, you created some ideas that you had. In that process, what did you find your mindset to be? Because I know with me, like I had a similar start where, you go to school, but then you gotta have experience. And a lot of people want to, I guess you would say, skip that step. How vital do you think that step was?
Oh, very vital, because in media, it's very much so an industry where it's not necessarily what you know, it's who you know.
Yeah.
And the who's are who you meet while you're doing those externships, while you're doing those unpaid internships, all that kind of stuff. Because I cannot tell you how much I worked for free to get to where I am. And that's something that I feel like younger generations, especially now, are like, oh no, I'm not working for free. And it's like, well, there's somebody else out there hungrier than you are that will make those connections and end up working their way up to the top because they were willing to, humble themselves and do a little work for free,
So I heard someone say that talent is the ticket into the show, but what gets you on the stage is the work ethic. And not only just that, the character you have. Now, with you being in television and media, how important is it for you to make sure that you're representing yourself first, as well as the brands that you're attached to in a positive way?
So important. And it's funny because in hindsight, I think about me graduating from undergrad, and I think about my maturity level then. There was no way that I could have went from there and started doing what I do now and being in the public eye the way that I'm in the public eye now. It took a lot of maturing, and I did that during, my year of grad school, realizing that you have to be very careful about what you're posting, how you're acting when you're out in public. And, we're in this era of social media, and I had this conversation. I have a nephew, he's 14 years old, and I had to sit down and have a conversation with him. I'm like, look, Jalen, what you put on Facebook, what you put on Twitter, what you put on Instagram, that stuff lasts forever.
Yeah.
You have to be very mindful of what you're posting and the way that you're portraying yourself to the internet and, in turn to the world.
Yeah.
It's not called the World Wide Web for nothing,
How did you deal with progressing yourself or preparing yourself to be able to compete on any level, but yet still finding ways to stay true to who you are?
Well, I'm that girl from the south side of Chicago, but it's weird because growing up, I was always kind of proper. Okay. And I used to get made fun of for being proper. And I mean, like, there's that switch, You from the hood. You got that switch. You have that switch. Like, let's pop off. But, I mean, like, long term, you can't always be like that, right? So I feel like for me, it's that I'm still very much so Janel. I'm still very much so in touch with where I'm from. Yeah. And when I'm out on stories, when I'm talking to people, I don't try and put up this better than front.
Right.
Yes, I'm a professional. Yes, I need to be articulate because that's my job and that's how I'm going to be. And I feel like the one thing that has made me really, really good at my job, in my opinion, is that I was able to kind of mesh the two.
Yeah. What's a moment you would probably redo over if you could in your career?
I wouldn't say I'd redo it, but I've been put in some pretty interesting situations. So I remember one time I was out at this story. There was a guy that there was a warrant for his arrest. Yeah. Jackson County Sheriff's Department showed up to serve this warrant. Dude takes off. He's running through the woods. This is up in like northern Jackson County, so kind of like not the urban part where it's kind of So I make my way up there. I'm by myself. Here in Biloxi, we're one-man bands. We do it all. We shoot, edit, right, all that good stuff all together, and we're on camera too. So I get up there, and like there's media laws, so like as long as I'm on public property or public road, I can shoot whatever I can see. If my camera can get up in your window and see what you're doing, I can shoot it and I can use it as long as it's not something that's inappropriate, So I'm there, I'm shooting, and all of a sudden this lady comes out of nowhere calling me all types of N-words, the B-words, telling me she's gonna shoot me, she gonna kill me, all this stuff. Goodness. And I'm just like, what is going on here? So, I had to bite my tongue a little bit because, Janelle wanted to pop off a little bit. Real Janelle's like, you're not about to talk to me like that. But, at the same time, as a professional, you can't do that.
Right.
So literally, I take that deep breath and I'm like, look, I'm on public property, man. I can stay here. Yeah. So she's like, well, I'm calling your boss. She picks up the phone and calls my boss as I'm shooting, but I'm rolling the whole time. So I'm picking up all this audio.
You never cut tape, right?
Man, if you attack me, it's going to be on video. Right. Calls my boss, is calling me the N-word, B-word, all this stuff. So my boss calls me after she gets off the phone with her. And she's like, are you safe? Like, do you need to get out of there? But I ended up staying. I did. I ended up staying, shooting the video. I ended up tweeting. I did a live tweet of like everything she was saying to me, all that kind of stuff. But I mean, that was one of those moments where like, if you're not really in tune, you get pricked the wrong way, you might end up blurting out something that you regret. So.
Well, we thank you for joining us today. Tell us where we can follow you and how we can stay in touch.
I am on Facebook. It's under Janel Forte. That's my professional page. Right now I'm on Twitter. It's Janel WLOX, but that will be changing. Like I said, because I do have a new opportunity coming along. I'm headed to Texas. Can't tell you guys where yet, but I'm going to Texas. So yeah. Yeah. And then Instagram, Janel on air. I think that's what it is.
So this is your boy Lo. Thank you for watching. Until next time, see you later.